What about your friends? Will they let you down? Will they be around? Hey.
God, here we go.
Welcome to In the Lounge. I am your co-host, Queen Vee, and I have with me the sometimes ghetto,
Yes, I am.
sometimes gangster
Indeed.
dude they call Dre. What up, Dre?
Queen Vee, what's the good word? What's going on? How you doing today?
What about your friends? I mean, I ain't heard that song in a minute. Will they let you down? Will they be around? Hey.
And that's what we're going to find out. We're going to talk about your friends, okay? So, welcome to In the Lounge with Dre and V, episode number 32. What about your friends? Or your friends, whatever way I want to put it. But today we're going to discuss that. But before we get into that, should I do the introduction of the guest or should I do the word on the street? Okay, so look. We got two special guests. I know I always say special, but I really mean it. And I always say I really mean it, but I really mean it this time. We got two special guests in the building. Down in VA from New Jersey, we have Gigi.
Yeah. Representing money earning Mount Vernon. Don't be trying to say I'm from Jersey. I ended up moving there because of my husband.
You've been there for more than 6 months. You're a resident, Gigi. But you know what? I respect your gangster. Damn it, she from money earning Mount Vernon. Give it up for Gigi from money earning Mount Vernon. Damn it. And I have a special guest, the one and only, the sweet potato pie queen. There's a reason for that. I have the madam. Give it up for the madam.
Hey, Dre.
What's up?
Hey, Vee. And I'm just going to say, I'm going to claim mine too, because I'm a Philly girl. Cool and smooth. But
Okay.
I'll cut you if you mess with me.
All right, so we got Philly and New York up in this building, but we reside in Jersey just to lay our heads low. All right? So, before we get on with the show, we're going to have Queen Vee's word on the street. Queen Vee, take it away.
It's the queen, y'all. It's the queen, y'all.
Place your ear to your speaker and get ready for Queen Vee's word on the street.
It's the queen, y'all. It's the queen, y'all.
So how much time I got?
I think this is going to be a long episode, so do what you got to do.
Okay. So, word on the street is, y'all know, word on the street is Usher then gave somebody an STD, blah, 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 right? Well, apparently 3 more than came out the woodworks. 2 female and 1 male.
I'm still trying to figure that one out.
He gave a male?
Still trying to figure that one out.
I mean, maybe it was a threesome.
Oh, yeah.
Don't even try that.
That's
Don't
what I said.
Try that.
I was trying to say that too. Remember?
Yes,
I was
the
like,
madam tried to
Gigi,
say that. No.
maybe it was a threesome and he caught it from the other girl because the girl was with him. But slicky dicky like it tricky too sometimes.
So
No, probably one
apparently
of the
they have
dancers.
filed a lawsuit and one of the females is going to, I think they're doing a live taping on this coming Monday, and one of the girls is going to be on there, and the other 2 have decided they want to remain anonymous. So they're going to be listed as Jane Doe and John Doe. Yeah. So, I mean, I don't know if it was recent, though. We just know that they slept with him after 2012.
Yeah, it's kind of late.
So 2012, 2017, when during that time period did they, because 2012 is when he contracted the STD. So they have slept with him after 2012, but we don't know when.
And those are just the ones that have come forward. So if it's one man now, how many more? And notice I said man, because even the women, I think, can sometimes look past the fact that it's a woman, not to say it's any less. But then you have one man that's come out so far. So how many more men might now come forward and say that they've too been affected?
By Usher.
Infected, rather.
Well, I'm waiting to see what his wife is going to say since she's been so nonchalant about.
She got it bad. So that's why that song came out. That's what it's all about. Okay. Now we know. Now we know.
So I think if I remember correctly, I was reading an article where pretty much she's standing by her man.
Well, that was when
That
it was
was
just
before.
the women.
Yeah.
That was when it was
Exactly.
just the women. So I'm wondering if now there's a man in the mix, does that change the whole perspective of her, quote unquote, being okay?
Right.
She out.
What's
Right.
up with that?
She ain't out. She his manager. She trying to keep that paper. She ain't trying to lose
Yeah,
him and
that's
lose her
true.
money. And
She knew who Usher
that's a
was
good
before
point.
she married
Before
Usher.
she married him, that's what prenups are for. That's what legal agreements are for. I think if
You
she's
know
the
when you marry
manager-
these guys that are in this kind of industry.
what are you talking about? That is absolutely no excuse.
No, I'm not saying it's an excuse. What I'm saying is when you marry these guys in this industry, she knew before she went into this situation what she was getting
what she
into.
was getting,
I ain't-
because
I
she
ain't
was
think
the
she-
other woman from the first wife he was married to.
Now, what she should have done was she should have had scissors by the bedside
Well,
Oh,
with a
God.
box.
well,
And should have said,
Well,
She on this lifetime.
This
movie
box
that-
is
I'm
just
gonna
big
let
enough.
you know that
It's
the
just
box
big
and the
enough.
scissors are here for your balls. I'm gonna start there.
no further
So you-
explanation
no,
needed.
No.
I don't
So-
need further explanation.
No,
after
so we
that.
don't need any more further. So you can try. I mean, I'll leave you with the bigger package, but your balls are gonna go first. So you
Wow.
decide.
Baby, why is that a velvet shaped box with two down indents inside the box? What is those two spaces for? Your balls.
Oh,
Your balls.
man. Fellas,
I'ma cut 'em off
yo,
and put 'em in
fellas,
there.
don't get mad at me. We just we in the lounge. We do what we want and we say what we want. All
They
right?
can still survive without their balls. I mean, it can still work.
Yeah.
But
So
how
while we on this topic, so y'all know about Kevin Hart and being with the girl in the car for like 20 minutes at 2 a.m. in the morning in front of Fountain Blue or Live nightclub in Miami.
Ride.
They didn't
Yeah, she-
leave the parking lot.
Madam,
Madam.
are you serious?
They were. Was anything going
And what
on?
do you
Were they
need to be?
just sitting in the parking lot?
First of all, why is Kevin Hart giving anybody that his wife and other folk in his crew don't know a ride home?
Amen.
You Kevin Hart.
Say
I'm
it
just
again.
saying, were
I'm
they
about to
sitting
get
I
in
was
the
in
car together?
Miami a couple of weeks ago. Every time I needed an Uber, it was there within a minute.
I think that he needs a velvet box and scissors at his bedside table.
I'm
too.
just saying, were
Well,
they sitting in the car or was there
yes.
some
could've been
activity
just
going
talking.
on?
They were
There
sitting
are
in the
tons of
car,
activities
but
you
the
can do with your
pictures
hand that
have
you
them
can't
looking
see.
extremely close to each other. And there's no reason for you to be in a car with some woman at 2 a.m. in the morning
He
that's
could have
not
been
your
paying
wife.
her off.
He's gonna be like Clinton.
Maybe
I did
he
not.
wanted-
I
maybe
did
he
not have
wanted a
sexual
piece.
relations.
I did not
You
have
ever thought
sexual
about that?
relations.
What'd you
ever think-
say?
Maybe he wanted his penis a pleasured.
That's what I'm saying.
So
Thank
what's the
you.
problem?
That could have
Thank you.
been.
I
Did you just say what's the problem?
Yeah, what's the problem?
Try that shit if you want to.
Uh-oh.
Hold up now, hold. And now the shit just got real. Look, you always do that. Here's the thing: every time I talk and I speak for the people, you think I'm talking about me. Look,
Stop
I
talking
speak
for the dogs. Stop speaking for the dogs.
In the
Because it's going
lounge-
to keep you
no,
in the
no, no.
doghouse.
No, in the lounge with Dre Vee represents all the people, whether they're dogs,
Amen.
saints,
Yes,
church going.
everybody.
Can I get an amen?
Amen.
Yeah, all right now. Yeah.
Lord.
Do the church dance. Do the church dance. Do the church dance. Do the church dance.
So, right, so let me
And the
get
church
that
say
straight.
amen. Amen.
You
Thank you,
represent the
Jesus.
people. So
Hallelujah.
You can't say that I'm
Preach.
Andre. No, it ain't about me. It ain't about me. I'm just speaking for the people. What's wrong with having a little wee wee get a little wet?
All I'm saying is,
Oh,
if they
wait.
were
He's
sitting-
married.
Yes.
Yes.
And his
Oh.
wife is pregnant.
Oh, okay. See, that's a different story. Okay, I get it now. All right, we on the same page. All right.
But
Okay.
listen,
Got
he
you.
is trying to be good in a way. He could have just been getting it jerked off, and he could say he did not have sexual relations, and he did
I
not
did not have
penetrate.
sexual relations with
And
that
he did
woman.
She did not put her mouth on it. It was nothing really. It was just her hand.
Breaking news: Kevin Hart just bought Bill Clinton's book.
So apparently, Kevin is denying everything.
And I'm gonna deny it for him. All I'm saying is, if they were just
Oh
in
Lord,
the parking lot,
representing Philly over here.
Oh, yeah,
Red
that's
in the
alert.
parking
right.
lot, because you know this is me. I'm gonna save the energy for when it's needed. If you need an ass whooping, then you get an ass whooping. If you don't need an ass whooping, I'm gonna conserve that energy for something else. So I'm not gonna waste the energy. You might need the ass whooping later for something really necessary. So what if they were just sitting there?
That could
What if
be.
he was just, contemplating it, but he didn't do it, but they were just sitting there
At 2 something in the morning, though?
Well, let me just say this. There's so many things I think people contemplate and decide not to do and don't decide to do. How does that make him a bad person? What if he did decide or was thinking about it and then was really like, no, my wife is home pregnant. I'm not going to do that.
That's true.
Why can't he have a moment to be like, well, damn, I might have thought about it, but I didn't do it. And now people got cameras all up in the car. So he can't even almost make a mistake without making a mistake.
Right.
Like, I'm like, come on. Like, people are human. Are we supposed to say because he's married and the wife is pregnant that his eyes are not supposed to look?
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, I would like that. I'm
mhm.
not saying that I'm in agreement with it, but I'm just saying, looking at it from a different perspective, he's an entertainer. These people have cameras thrown in their faces.
Yep.
If they were sitting in the car, they were sitting. Now, if they was laying in the car, if her leg was up, if her foot was up against the glass, if people saw her head bobbing up and down,
And them windows.
now
was
we got a
foggy.
different story. But if the two of them are sitting there like this, and maybe he contemplated it, and something maybe said, I'm not going to, or he sat there and talked to her, she could have been some old chick. Who knows?
Okay, madam. This
Why
is how
couldn't
I
it
know.
just
this,
been that?
This is how I know that you. This is how I know that you're just a lady, because this is his second marriage.
That could be
So
his second marriage.
this ain't his first rodeo or his first rodeo into cheating.
And that might
so
be
he
true.
already know
And the one
already
he married to
not to get
was
caught.
the one he was cheating on when he was married to the first
Well,
one.
I'm just saying, what goes
Amen,
around comes
Queen Bee.
around. So even she should be a little rational about this situation.
Wow.
Well, speaking of that, her from what I was reading, her parents have said that she should not leave him behind this. She should stay.
Well, first of all, of course, the parents was going to say that because mom and daddy probably like, you married to Kevin Hart, goddammit. I'm trying to go to the
Yep.
concerts for free.
Yep.
I done told Aunt Pearlie we're coming over to go swim in the swimming pool and have barbecues at the house. So hell yeah, mom and daddy probably,
That money.
and daddy probably like, wait a minute, my daughter married to Kevin Hart. Where my boat ride? Where my limo ride? We supposed to be going to Vegas. They
That
not
money.
trying to get rid of a cash
I just
cow.
think that a lot of these famous men get a pass that women would never get. I mean, if you were married to a
agree.
famous woman and she was even in a car with another guy, it would have been a big brouhaha. I mean, women are just really villainized if they even do an ounce of this. And with men, we make all these rationalizations about,
Yep.
well, maybe it's because his job. Maybe he could have just been sitting there when we would have never, ever gotten away with such foolishness.
Think
Shame
about
on you,
Tiny
men.
and Mayweather.
Dogs.
Was there something with Tiny and Mayweather? Fill
Oh
me
my
in.
goodness, yes.
What
Yeah.
happened?
And they were putting Tiny like, I mean, just tearing her up.
Run
And it
her
was just a
dirt.
photo.
And it was a
just a
photo.
photo. It was just a photo
I
of
didn't
her
even know
standing
about
with
that.
him.
Wow. Okay.
But T.I. got a whole freaking mistress, and
He did.
ain't nobody
nothing.
talking about that.
He had a mistress.
Well, that's why they're yeah.
Oh no.
Mm-hmm.
And now he want to get back with Tiny, but he want an open marriage.
Yeah, I don't even know how he came up. Now, see, there's some
But
things
I'm
I'm gonna be
cool-
rational
but I can
about.
guarantee you
but
he
now
don't
we
want
need
Tiny
to pull
to
out
be
the
open.
scissors in the box for that question, because I'm gonna be rational. But hell, if I'm gonna be rational for you to come to my face and disrespect me and ask me, can you move over just a little bit so somebody else's ass can sit beside you? That's not going to happen.
Right. Do you need to put this other thing up? Or is it going to be okay?
That should be all right.
All right.
I'll put it up anyway. Go ahead.
So, you're going to have to cut some of this stuff.
Yeah, I know where to cut it at now. I just made a thing.
Okay. Oh, so the other thing I wanted to talk about. Okay. So what else I wanted to talk about was Power. Everybody watch Power?
Yeah.
So that's like one of my favorite shows.
Love Power.
I'm real cheap, but I pay for stars.
Pay for stars for Power
because I
baby.
love me some Power.
That should be a hashtag. Pay for stars for Power.
Yes,
All
it should
right?
be.
Ghost!
And it might be what they need to hear, considering what's going on.
Yeah, so what's going on basically is, I don't know if y'all have noticed how they seem to be packing so much stuff into one episode. And apparently it's because they wanted 12 episodes for the season, but the network would only give them 10. So 50 Cent, from what I hear, is pretty upset about that. And he's been throwing Stars some shade on social media.
Well, we need to toss this one to 50 and be like, hashtag.
Yeah.
I'm sure
And they've
50's
never
gonna
even been
handle it. I'm
nominated.
sure 50's gonna handle it. I
Yeah.
mean,
You're going to
Yeah.
get somebody killed.
And they've never been nominated for an award either. And I just think it's a great show. It's
Yeah.
just amazing to me.
It's
you
better
know.
than that other crazy stuff, being Mary Jane and all that stupid stuff.
Hey,
Well,
hey, hey.
well,
Porno.
listen.
I like
porno
I
series.
like being Mary
Listen.
Jane.
She's trashy.
No, you
See,
know,
that's
I
what we
think
just
this is what
talking
we're
about.
talking about.
She's
Because
trashy.
nobody is saying that Ghost is trashy
Exactly.
because he stepped out on Tasha and was messing around with old girl Angela.
I don't give him no props at all. He gets no respect.
But Mary Jane step out on her boyfriend, and now she trashy.
Now she
Neither one of them
trashy.
give-
Mary Jane just epitomizes the crazy women. That's what she epitomizes. That's
But
what I
that's
don't
what
like.
the show
And
is
remember,
supposed to
We were driving and
do.
talking about this, madam. Remember,
Yes,
we were going into detail
Yes, we
about
were.
why.
But we are complex women,
Yes.
and not every
Hard to
African American
understand.
woman
Love you.
is carved out of stone and alabaster like some of us. Some of us have the pearls.
Or mellow yellow.
All right, some of us have the pearls, and we
I mean,
carry our
you
little.
gotta represent us red bones now too.
Well, I said alabaster, but I'm just saying. Some of us are carved in perfection, and those of us are not. And the ones that are not, we still gotta claim fame too, because that's why we decide to keep ourselves the way we are, so we don't slip up into that.
Yes, but remember I was saying I wish that they would just let her stay with the character just a little bit longer to show like a little depth of complexities of relationships. They never really let her stay with them long enough for us to see her really become vulnerable. She like becomes vulnerable for like one show and then she does something crazy.
But remember, her
But-
vulnerability is her own, though.
That's true.
Right, and her best friend has been in a committed relationship, so we do get to see some vulnerability
we do.
with her.
That she just backed out of. She backed out of her relationship last episode, but she went back.
Okay, now do you guys watch Insecure? I don't want I have
That's
just
whack.
just for everybody
No,
to know.
that
She
show's
be
a
having
good
watching that
show.
stuff. That lady's
I
a
watch it a
rapper.
little bit.
Talking, what's that song she's talking about?
Oh, Insecure is so good.
Oh,
Are
God.
you really
I'm
kidding
like,
me?
really? I couldn't even hang
So
on
we
to
gonna
that.
we gonna get off of word on the street because I know we're ready to get into the topic of the day.
Yes, we are.
So
All right, so
go ahead, take it
let's
away.
get into it. All right, so y'all know what it is. Stunod of the week. The Stunod of the week is that stupid person that does stupid things all the stupid time. My Stunod of the week is the NFL. The NFL is
Lord, we gonna go
Stunod
there.
of the week. And I'm going to tell you why. And there was
here we
somebody,
go.
I seen this on their Facebook
Here
page.
we go.
And I thought I'd, kind of bring this up because I think it makes a lot of sense. So the NFL, you're the student of the week. Let me tell you why. Players in the NFL who committed crimes and still play football. Ray Rice, Dante Stallworth, they both murdered somebody, so they say. Child abuse, Adrian Peterson. Rape, Ben Roethlisberger, Darnell Russell, Josh McNary. Domestic violence, too long of a list for me to say the names. Lewd public sex, Minnesota Vikings. Sex boat. Dog fighting, Michael Vick. Drugs, too long of a list. DUI, driving while intoxicated also. Very long list. Plenty of them. Too long to talk about. To name all the players. Illegal gun possession. Very long list. Theft, Joseph Randall and Darren Hambrick. So all these people committed these crimes and still playing the NFL. Colin Kaepernick takes a knee during the Star Spangled Banner and now no longer has
I
a
think
job
that
in the
was
NFL.
the national anthem,
What did I say?
Star Spangled Banner, but
Oh.
I mean, whatever works for you.
Let me start that over. I'm sorry. Let me start that over. I can edit that out. All right, I'm sorry. All right, here we go. I'm sorry. My hand.
Like you moving a puppet.
I'm sorry.
That?
Oh, so here we go.
touch.
So here it is. All right, so I'll start over. I'm going to start over. Look, I'll start off with Colin Kaepernick. You ready? All right, here we go.
Now you guys are bringing in our side conversation.
All right, no, it's cool. Ready? I hope I don't laugh. All right, so Colin Kaepernick takes a knee during the national anthem. And we was laughing at something. Pay us no mind. So Colin Kaepernick
They
takes
telling
a
our
knee
inside jokes.
on a national.
So he don't know what we talking about.
He might find
I thought y'all was laughing at me for what I did. But anyway, Colin Kaepernick takes a knee
Ain't been that lucky.
during the national anthem, right? And this man, because he took a knee, could you shut the fuck up?
I'm sorry. Okay,
Messing up my student of the week. Now look, as I was saying, Colin,
we got the yoga mats.
Can't even say his
We're
name.
on.
Colin Kaepernick takes a knee during the national anthem and no longer has a job in the NFL. So The NFL allows all these murders, DUIs, and all of that other stuff, but this man takes a knee and now he doesn't have a job. And for that, NFL, you are Stunod of the week. You dumb asses.
Yes.
Dummies.
Boom.
I'll add that sound effect stuff in a minute.
He was
So-
looking like he wanted something extra, so I gave it
We
to
will
him.
now have Queen V's words of wisdom to take us out. Queen V, take us to the promised land.
Now you better make this good now.
Well, represent.
Just say something quick.
I'm feeling a little intimidated here in the lounge.
As I eyeball her.
You better come deep, or I'm gonna let Gigi do it. If you
Oh, that's a lot of
mess
intimidation.
this up if you want.
Don't be threatening me because according to Gigi, if you threaten me, she
Oh,
gonna
she
beat
did
you
say
down.
Mess this up if you want. I'm gonna let Gigi do
One
it.
shotgun hand.
Well, I don't know. I
a
got
knife
a so
over
I got
here.
a, I got a
We got a soft
for
spot.
Dre.
We do.
See? Yeah, good.
We might come
All
back
right.
to you first, Queen.
Here we go. If a friend is making you feel small in the friendship, doesn't matter if you've been friends for years or if you don't have that many friends or if you have to see them all the time, nothing is more damaging to your sense of self-worth than surrounding yourself with people who pick away at you. Feeling lonely sometimes is better than feeling small. So I don't know who wrote that quote, but I just thought it was appropriate for what we were talking about. But my words of wisdom are good friendships are a blessing. Cherish them, grow them, invest in them, and be grateful for them. But remember that there is a season and a reason for everything. So when the friendship shifts, accept the change, cherish the memories, and never regret the friendship because at some point it brought you happiness, taught you something, and helped you grow.
And there you have it. Queen V's word of wisdom. And there you have it. Queen V's words of wisdom. We'd like to thank you for tuning in. We appreciate you listening. Don't forget, if you missed any episodes, you can go to weinthelounge.com/episodes. Don't forget, we're on iTunes, YouTube, Stitcher, iHeartRadio, and the whole nine. Make sure you catch these episodes and subscribe. Gigi, the madam, thank you for
Hey.
being a guest.
yes.
Really appreciate it.
Represent,
Finally got my
represent.
girls
Yes,
on the mic.
yes, it was
We in the
good.
lounge.
This was the
Awesome.
longest episode we have ever done, and it was good. So thank you for coming on. It's going to keep a lot of people interested. So this is one of the best episodes we've done. So I think that was
Thank you,
good. Thank you for
Dre.
coming on.
And I hope it helps people. You know, we have a great friendship, but, you know, things change. And I hope that when people have great friendships and then they have those that are not. So, you know what? Just scratch this. I don't know what I'm saying.
So
Look, did you see my face? I was like,
there you
you
have
already
it.
said your words of wisdom. Why are you trying to add to it?
So there you have
Just
it.
scratch
Queen. She was.
It wasn't written down. You got to give her that one.
So on that, we're going to be out of here. Thank you again. And we are out of here.
We are out.
Peace.
Peace. Love you.